up, everybody? I got Lucifer's shirts made. I'm looking good, and everyone I know is looking good in Lucifer's shirts these days. Thanks to Amanda from Crit's Creations for making them for me. They came out great. But anyway, welcome to episode 15 of the Carved Top Tele. So I'm just gonna keep on motoring on with the body. I decided I don't need those flush trim bits to do the flushing up section and get that neck pocket done. I could just use my oscillator, but I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to start by making custom pickups rounds, because I want to. Nope, sorry, I lied. I broke my last scroll saw blade. I forgot. So, yeah, I guess we're going to go on to sorting out this neck pocket dealie. Cool, so now I'm going to the bandsaw, and you can see in there the kind of shapey I'm going for. So yeah, I'll take that away on the bandsaw, and then we'll just finalize it on the oscillator again. And then I think, yeah, it's neck time. It's still bugging the hell out of me though that I can't flush this up. I need those bits. Alright, so that came out pretty sweet. It's probably a millimeter away. I still gotta sand it back, but it's good. I know the shape and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. And this is what we're looking at for the neck. So that's gonna have that cool, like, reliefy, curvy, Ben Crowe deal going on there, which I really like. I've never carved one of those before, but I know I can do it. So yeah, I'm gonna actually... I'm gonna carve the neck now. Yeah. I'm thinking that's my next step. I have all my order of operations written down actually. But that router bit not being in to flush the body is just, it's irritating me to hell. But whatever. Now that that's done, I can go on to carving this neck. The fretboard does need a little bit of a level, but I'm thinking I'll get this all carved away before I do that, so I don't waste my time leveling the fretboard and then it moving after it carved. So we'll do that step once this is finalized. Sweet, I'm carving a neck. Gonna start carving. Alright, so first I gotta get me center line. Alright. Alright, center line's marked. So now I go in between the center line to the edge. Which just happens to be center of the accent strip, which is pretty friggin' sweet. Well, it is there at least. Alright, it is there. Never mind, I can't just do that. The neck's tapered. Ah! Alright, so this one is... This one goes off the edge of the center line. Alright. That's just throwing me off. I don't like looking at that. But it's right. Alright. We'll do this one. Cool. Alright. So yeah, I guess it'd be ideal to rasp down, because then I won't get any teary outy at the top here. But next facet that I do, anything that tears out from here will be taken away anyway. And I just feel more comfortable eyeing where I'm coming down to the binding from the ass end of the rasp. I don't know why, but I just like doing it like that. We'll just give her a quick sand with this ultra tiny piece of sandpaper because it was on the ground and closest to me. A little sand so my next facet line I could draw on nice. Cool. Now I just gotta mark the center of my next facet, so that'll just be in between the binding and the line. Okay, I ain't carve enough away. I gotta get a different straight edge. This'll do. Yeah, that works mint. Alright, we'll mark both sides while we're at it. So this needs a cleanup sand. Sweet, we can continue carving. Now I'll just knock this point down just a bit. She's feeling rather nice. Alright, we'll just get the sandpaper, round her over, and then we'll start on the volute. not that fast, a little bit, but the right side of the shingle. Alright, sweet. So, camera died, so I just did that thing. You don't need to see that. I really wanted to air neck it. It feels incredible. This is the nicest neck I've ever carved to date. So, yeah, I guess we'll just clamp her back to the rig and we'll get going on the volute. And I definitely should have just carved the neck on this unit. Well, we'll do that for next time. Onto my volute. We'll just give her a feely-outy here with the, Iwasaki. And hold the drops, hold the drops. Alrighty, kind of cool. It's carved. I had suspicions though that it looked kind of big, kind of intrusive. I went to the Discord though, and I got some positive feedback. Yeah, I gotta make this volute smaller. I do. It's only the second time ever doing it, so I always bitch out and cut it way too big on the bandsaw, but yeah, it's massive. It does feel good in your hand and stuff, but it kind of looks silly. So, yeah, we gotta take her down a little further. Alright, yeah, I'm 10 times happier with it the way it is now. So, I'm just gonna carve it back to the neck shape to continue the profile of the neck up onto the volute. And then we'll be calling her here. Right on. Alrighty, it's definitely smaller. I think it looks way better. I'm really happy with it. There's a couple scratches or whatever still, and just like a little ridgy lump on the one side. That's gonna need to be hand sanded out. Some finessey sanding on it. But you guys don't need to see that. It's just gonna end up looking how it does here on camera, and how it looks like it feels here on camera in person. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to get to the heel carve in this episode. The video will just end up being too long, and I've never carved this kind of shapy deal before in the back of the neck, so it's probably going to be pretty long. So, yeah. But I did have a request from one of you guys to go over the gouges that I used in the carving of the top. So I'm going to do that now for you, dude. Alright, so I used 6 gouges to achieve this carved top. I didn't need to, actually. I just have 6 gouges, and no gouge should ever feel left out. Alright, so anyway, in order of most used and my most favorite, coming in at number 1, this is a number 6 20 mil. Now, I actually don't know what the sweeps are or whatever, or what any of it means. These are just the numbers on the thing. But, you can see here it's a pretty, like, deep U. This thing was the gouge that I used to disrespect my surroundings. I could hog a lot of material away with it. I could go really deep, but I could also go really shallow. This is a very useful gouge, and I found I had lots of control over it. So, this is by far my favorite one and the most useful one, and the one I will be carving all my future guitar tops with. Well, at least first. So yeah, number 6, 20 mil. On to the next one that I use the most. This is a number 3, 25 mil. And this is the gouge that I call the lawnmower. So I would use the number 6 to hack away a lot of material, and then this is almost a chisel. It's got a very, very shallow gougey shape in it, and I use this to smooth out all those high sections in between the gouges. So yeah, I just called this one my lawnmower. Between these two, you could carve a full guitar top. You could do a lot of really finessey stuff with this number 6 too. It's not just the hogger outer, but that was the main purpose because I had other gouges that I didn't want to get lonely. So, I also used, this was a fairly useful gouge too. I used it kind of as the lawnmower gouge as well because it's fairly shallow. But I could use that to take, like, when I went too far apart on sections, this could also go pretty deep, and I would take out that middle, this thing with it. And this is number 5, 20. It's actually not my favorite, but it did work. I only used it a couple times, but it's a very good gouge. Next, I used these two for the horn and the tit, and I ordered them halfway through, so I didn't have them for the first part of the carving. But this is a number 7, 20 mil. You can see it's kind of more like deeper than the 5, and I like this one better than the 5. And then I used a number 7, 12 mil. So this is kind of a deep channel, smaller thing. Lots of control over this. It was good for shaping like the small area and stuff, and where I really didn't know how I wanted to shape certain areas, but I knew it needed like a pretty drastic shape, kinda. I came in with this. This gouge is great. And then for the undercutting or whatever around where I did the precision stuff at the front of the horns and down to the binding, I used, oh, this one's not numbered. Oh no. Alright, I use this one. It's a 1/4 inch. I actually don't know the sweep on it. I'm gonna say it's a number 7 bent 1/4 inch gouge. So yeah, those are all the ones I used. I hope that answers your question. I can't believe you actually caught up to the whole series. When I read that just put a massive smile on my face, and I really appreciate you, dude. You know who you are. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this episode. Thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. And we'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully next Friday. That's what I'm trying to go for here, but work's actually picking up a lot more. I might have to go to every 2 weeks, but I'm trying to go as hard as I can to get consistent content out. And filming this build and doing the YouTube portion of it's really forcing my hand to work on the guitar, because I need to get work on the guitar to get this footage. So, yeah, and all the viewers watching and like kind of waiting for the next episode and stuff is helping me a lot to not be lazy. Even though I have a full-time job, it's not really lazy, but yeah, no, it's forcing me to be better and get more done. So I really, really appreciate all of you. Click like, subscribe, another account, subscribe again. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.